the 5 best life coaching niches that are actually profitable in 2025. Choosing the right life coaching niche isn't just about following your passion or picking what sounds inspirational. Instead, it's about finding where genuine demand meets your expertise, where people are actually willing to pay premium prices for transformation. Now, most new coaches I work with make the same costly mistake. They try to help everyone with everything, or they pick a niche that sounds good to them, but just doesn't have enough people wanting to buy. Hi, I'm Christy Mims, the founder of Coach Pony, and we've helped over 30,000 coaches build profitable businesses. So trust me when I say I know how important it is to choose the right niche. And in this video, I'm gonna break down what I see as 5 profitable life coaching niches for 2025. No data scientists dig into the coaching industry by siloed niches in a very data-specific statistical way. But if you get creative and if you look at the industry as a whole, we can find specific data telling us where people are spending their money in coaching. And of course, I have tons of anecdotal data to share as well. So with that, let's get into it. The very first profitable niche we absolutely need to talk about, is one that is very near and dear to my heart, and it's career coaching. And let me be crystal clear. This is a niche where people are actually making real money, and I'm gonna put some of my student testimonials on the screen now as some proof. But this niche is very personal for me. My first coaching business, called The Revolutionary Club, which still operates today, is a career coaching business. And it's how I made my very first 6 figures as a coach, and much more than that over time. My income went from 0 to a very consistent $10,000 to $15,000 a month in just 8 months. And this was a niche that works. It worked then and it works today. And it works because people are changing careers more than ever, and they are willing to pay serious money to do it right. So why is this niche so profitable? Let's get into it even more. A few reasons, and I actually want to start with corporations and look at it from the corporate side first. So companies see investing in career and executive coaches as worthwhile. Salary.com tells us it costs companies half to double the salary of an employee to replace them because of hiring costs, training, and lost productivity. So if you're paying someone $100,000 a year, it will cost you at least $50,000 to replace them. But it could be as much as $200,000. Given that, if you can not only retain your best talent, but grow that talent, it's gonna show up in your bottom line. So paying a corporate coach, let's say $25,000 per person to coach your leadership team, or $5,000 to do a workshop, is pennies on the dollar compared to what happens when those workers stay and help the company grow. I've been talking to a variety of corporate coaches this year, and companies are not slowing down on their investment in hiring outside coaches. And as another data point, Google's Project Oxygen put it plainly when they said the skill of coaching was one of the most valuable in their employees and managers. So it follows that having access to coaches not only helps profits in industries all across the board, not just tech. Okay, so I've made the case for companies and why anecdotally I'm seeing executive coaches doing great, but we're also seeing the data that shows us that coaching is very, very valuable to companies. But let's flip our perspective and look not just at the companies, but at individuals who hire career coaches and pay for the coaching out of their own pocket. So if you are looking to change jobs or get promoted or just stop feeling exhausted by your career, the payoff in using a career coach can be huge. Let's say you pay a career coach $3,000 to help you step up your leadership skills and sharpen your interview skills. And that results in a new position with a $25,000 raise. Well, that coaching investment has just paid off in spades. And the same is true if you hate your current career and you want out. I used to ask my clients what it was worth to them to not hate their work. And the most common 2 answers were, it was worth $1 million or it was absolutely priceless. Now, this is just the first niche we're going to cover. We've got 4 more to go, so I don't want to get too stuck on this one. All of the niches we're going to talk about today have one thing in common. They're not focused on just coaching people for the sake of coaching, but on getting them a clear and desirable result. So that wraps it up for career coaching. And now I want to talk about the next niche, which is all about helping people get healthy. If you've been a life coach for more than a few minutes, you'll know that the wellness industry is absolutely booming, and people are more willing than ever to invest serious money in their physical and mental health. This is a very popular niche for coaches who want to help people get healthier and happier. Yes, even with Ozempic and all of the new weight loss drugs that are around. So let's talk about why I see this niche as both profitable and growing. So just like career coaching, health is a top priority for a lot of people. The health problems we all face are usually very visible and very visceral. So it's not just about weight loss for many people who hire a health coach. It's also about stress reduction, adjusting your eating to heal inflammation or injury, learning how to navigate menopause or other big life changes like pregnancy in a healthy way, or even regaining energy and mobility so you can chase your grandkids. These are all things that coaching clients find valuable. And it's not just me saying this. We can see from search traffic that it's going up. More and more people want help with these issues. This niche also offers multiple package options, from one-on-one nutrition and fitness coaching to group programs around stress management to health-conscious retreats in places like Bali. A health coach in my personal network makes over $500,000 a year just from health retreats in exotic places. So it is clearly something that people still value today in 2025. And with the rising costs of healthcare, people get that good health saves them money in the long term. So just like the career niche, you can see that health and wellness coaching works because it's focused on a specific problem that people know they want help with and they value. And it also offers a specific desirable outcome. People aren't just buying coaching, they're buying the results, maybe feeling more confident in their body or having more energy or being able to play with their kids. By the way, knowing what the most profitable niches are in general and knowing what the right niche for you is are two completely different things. So to help you figure it out, I've created an awesome new live bootcamp called Niched to help you find the right niche for you. And you are more than welcome to join us. All you got to do to join is click the link in the description. Now, this is a big one because in today's increasingly digital and complex world, people are struggling to find meaningful connections and are more willing than ever to invest in getting the support they need at all ages. The emotional stakes are high, and when you can get your client a result in this niche, you will have a fan for life. One of my favorite date coaches of all time has literally been the officiant at the weddings of some of her clients. So, why is this niche so profitable? Well, just like with health and wellness, relationships are fundamental to a person's happiness, which means people are willing to pay a premium in terms of getting help to solve their problems. There are also clear success metrics, so clients can easily see their progress. This can be anything from an updated dating profile and getting more dates, to finding a life partner, to improving communication with an existing partner, or just feeling more confident when you go on dates. Because people are so emotionally invested in their relationships, they are highly motivated to do the work. And let me tell you, when you get them a great result, the word of mouth potential is incredibly strong. If you haven't listened to my podcast with Evan Mark Katz, a huge dating coach, do it. I'll put it up here. He talks about the over 13,000 women he's enrolled in his group coaching program on dating, if that gives you an idea of a tiny piece of the existing market share out there for dating and relationships. Plus, on the other side, continuing to pull different data, look at the growth of dating apps. They are growing 20% year over year, which just shows how many people are looking for love and are also willing to pay a dating app for help. This niche works because people aren't just buying coaching. They're buying the transformation of finding or strengthening a meaningful connection with another person. And as a human being, it doesn't get much better than that, especially in these days of growing AI and online isolation. And that's why I think that this niche, of course, is not only profitable, but it's going to continue to be super profitable and continue to grow in the coming years. So there is plenty of room for you to join it. Overall, dating and relationships can be a really good niche if you're someone who values personal connection, which I think most coaches do, otherwise we wouldn't be doing this. If you are a parent, you know that parenting is one of the most challenging roles a person can take on in their life. But there's no manual, and parents are desperate for guidance. I see this niche only growing as more parents look for support outside of traditional sources like family and friends and even therapy. And the idea of using a coach is going more mainstream. So why do I say this niche is so profitable? Well, it's big and encompasses so many things, ranging from coaching parents to communicate with kids, to coaching kids to perform in school, to coaching help on getting scholarships to college, to coaching new moms through the transition of becoming a parent, plus so many things I don't even have time to list. And here's the most important thing. Parents are willing to invest heavily in their children's well-being and in their own peace of mind. Of course they do this. You love your kids. You can also get clear, observable outcomes that clients can point to as a result of your coaching work together, such as improved family dynamics, better communication, a thriving, happy child, better performance in school, less conflict. The list goes on. Who should you target in this niche? You can focus on managing difficult behaviors, co-parenting after divorce, work-life balance for parents, or supporting children through a difficult transition. The best part is that all of these are a specific problem with a specific desirable result. You see the trend here. So now that we've looked at 4 profitable niches for coaches, and they're all focused on helping people with specific tangible outcomes, what's the final niche? In our overwhelmed, always-on world, people are desperate to feel more control of their time and their mental state. And in this year especially, because let's be honest, 2025 has been a lot, and it's not even over yet. So this niche is an evergreen one because people of all stripes will always struggle with managing their emotions, their stress, and their time. So why do I personally see this niche as profitable? Why am I telling you that? Because people can see a clear connection between mindset work and improved life outcomes in both their personal and professional lives. In fact, the International Coaching Federation is predicting that the life coaching industry will be edging over $5 billion in revenue this year, and it grows every year as more people value coaching. Professionals in particular understand the value of productivity improvements because they know that their productivity is directly tied to their earning power and their success in the workplace. So this niche has a broad appeal across different industries and life stages, from a new college graduate trying to manage her new career and personal life, all the way up to a senior executive who needs to balance his or her intense work demands with a family. It can also lead to a natural progression of services from a focus on mindset to more high-level life coaching. And that's always going to be valuable. So that wraps it up. We have talked about the 5 most profitable life coaching niches in 2025. And they are career coaching, health coaching, dating and relationship coaching, parent and family coaching, and of course, mindset and productivity coaching. Did you notice what they all have in common? They all serve people who understand the value of investing in themselves and have the income and finances available to be able to afford people to pay a premium price for that transformation. But here's the thing. As I said earlier in this video, knowing the most profitable niches is one thing, but knowing what's right for you is something completely different. And while these might be the 5 most profitable niches, they are not the only profitable niches in town. There are hundreds of niches out there that can all support you as a coach. And it just requires you to figure out which one will work for you. So if one of the ones I listed doesn't appeal to you, or you aren't sure where to start, don't worry. That's exactly why I've created an online bootcamp where I walk you through my proven framework for choosing the niche that's perfect for your unique situation and skill set. So if you're ready to stop second guessing yourself and to finally pick a niche that you can build a real business around, please go ahead and click the first link in the description box below to save your spot in the bootcamp. So that's all I've got for you today. If you need help with your niche, go ahead and join us in the bootcamp. I can't wait to help you. And in the meantime, I'm cheering you on in your business.